I'm going to record this again so that we have both sections, though. Hopefully they'll hop on. I want to show you BOD groups real quick. So share this again, and I will work on whatever the heck is going on with my Zoom, because this is ridiculous. Okay, BOD groups. Can y'all see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. So this is a video that Carl did. I don't know if he did it. Yeah, he must have done it in here, but oh crap, you're not gonna be able to, well, yeah, I'll have to hold my phone up to it. I hope you can hear what he's saying. I'm gonna enlarge that.
On just what is this application called BOD Groups, which we're launching in late March, which goes full steam ahead in April. And it's really very simple. And I'm going to give you a tip on how you can get ahead of the curve and start to take advantage or be ready to take advantage of BOD Groups when it launches. Now, first off, really what it is we're combining our e-commerce plus access to our BOD content and coach tools, so it's easier for you to invite people to your groups, manage your groups, and market your groups. So it's basically my site, Coach Office, Beachbody On Demand, the e-commerce Share a Cart application, and of course my Challenge Tracker app. Now, all of this is being designed to help coaches easier create and market groups. So that means you're going to be able to do things like import and manage your contacts. Be able to do things like integrate Share a Cart directly into your group, so that when you share a cart with a recommendation for getting Shakeology and access to Beachbody On Demand, that's going to be in the Share a Cart. It's going to bring people right into your group. You're also going to have access to the Beachbody On Demand content from right within the group. So while your group is interacting and supporting each other, and people will be able to access their BOD content and their nutrition content right from within the app. There's going to be an incredible group experience where you can share photos, share videos, share the whole experience, all integrated into the Beachbody On Demand content. We're going to have activity tracking and sharing across the platform. And at the end of the day, some of the most important stuff is going to be about how easy it is for you to invite and encourage people to invite within your group. Now, here's how you get ahead of the curve before the launch, okay? When we launch BOD Groups, it will basically be a major upgrade to my Challenge Tracker app. That means that right now, if you're building groups in the My Challenge Tracker app, we will port those over to the new application when this whole thing launches in late March and early April. That means that right now, if you're building groups in My Challenge Tracker app, those groups will then immediately be in the BOD Groups application when we launch it. That means right now, with the launch of Bar Blend and 4 weeks of the prep and 6 weeks of the work, and so many people starting challenge groups. We've got people doing 80-Day Obsession and Morning Meltdown 100 and Lift 4 and Body Beast and B90X and Transform 20, all the programs. Like, we've got so many groups happening right now. If you were to integrate those groups into my Challenge Tracker app right now, that way people are they're on their phones on my Challenge Tracker app, and they're basically tracking, here it is, they're tracking their Shakeology consumption, which helps keep them consistent. They're tracking their workouts. So this functionality will still exist in BOD Groups. So you go in there, you know, I'm having my Shakeology right now, boom, let's add a photo of it. Hey, no, I'm gonna need to take a photo of it. I can do this. Take a photo, selfie. I'll just take a photo. And then I post it, use the photo. Now my group knows that I took my Shakeology today because I shared it with the group. Anyway, the point is, you're getting your challengers in the habit of getting a daily dose of dense nutrition, in the habit of tracking their workouts, so that when BOD Groups start, now you've got a team that is ready to go and ready to take advantage of some of the major incentives that we're going to put in place when we launch bod groups in late March. So you heard it here first. We're going into Super Weekend, and so many groups are starting right now. I want you to get ahead of the curve, set up, whether it's 1 or 2 people, set up a group in My Challenge Tracker app. So already got a little bit of a head start with starting a bod group when it launches at the end of March. All right, that's my tip for the day. Get your daily dose of dense nutrition. Drink your Shakeology. I am.
Okay. I don't know how to make my screen go back. Whoa, hang on. So that is bod group. I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's going to be good to, just combine everything into one. So kind of what I was thinking, oops, let me mute this again. You don't hear me through 2 different things. Kind of what I was thinking as far as my plan with bod groups. Oh, that doesn't work either. Now I hear feedback on myself. Okay, can y'all still hear me okay? Yeah, okay, cool. I'm thinking I will probably continue my Facebook group that is currently virtual, Gym Elevate 2020, because I don't want to lose anybody, but I'm thinking I'll probably start running new monthly groups on the bod groups platform when that starts. I might even maybe start in February back on My Challenge Tracker app to see how it ports over to bod groups. I think it's going to be much more user friendly, and I think it's going to be a lot easier for newer coaches, like first starting, to go ahead and set up their first group, even if they just set up one group and add every new client that they have to it for 6 months or however long, to have them set up right from the beginning with one main accountability group, for their people. And then of course we can all still be in the Facebook one. I don't know how it's going to work if we all want to be in a bod groups one, but I don't like the idea of tons of different groups. So for my thinking, I'm thinking leave our Facebook one, and then just start our own on the bod groups platform once it launches, and have people kind of in both. If they want to communicate with more people and they love Facebook, have them in there as well, but have their main group also be whatever's on bod groups and how that works. I think it's going to be really cool. I think the way it's going to combine with everything for us will be beneficial to figure it out, and it sounds like they've made a lot of great changes to where it's going to be much more user friendly. Yeah. And I don't know either about, I'm looking at your question, Christine, if we want to do groups together. I'm really not exactly sure. I get the feeling that I think the people that we invite will be linked to us. So in my mind, I'm thinking if we had a group together, my client is already linked to me. Your client is already linked to you. So I think if you set up share a cart for them, it's going to go through your office, and they might still have like admins, kind of like they do in My Challenge Tracker right now. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking it's got to be something like that. I think it's going to be pretty cool though. I love that they're combining things into one dang platform. and I like that they can be on their Beachbody On Demand app, for their workout, and just like not even have to leave that app essentially, and log and track and communicate in the group, share with their group, like all of that right there without having to switch. I think that's going to be a really good deal. Okie dokie. A few just kind of key things I didn't want to forget to talk about. Recognition Monthly, I talked about that. For scheduling, I think I've decided that I really want to stick with what Diesel Nation is doing. They are super consistent. They're amazing at every group that they do. Their energy is always through the roof, and I think that we need that. And so I am sticking with, as far as coach sneak peeks, Emerald calls, team calls, like all that stuff. And we'll have our own team calls too. But all those other groups, not just regular challenge groups, but all those other groups, I'm sticking with the Diesel Nation schedule. I think they're just so consistent, and I think we need that. So just throwing that out there. Try to do our team calls monthly as well, because I like seeing you guys. I feel like we all get really disconnected when we go months without, like, even just having a team call, you know, and because we could open this up and chit chat if y'all want to after this too. Hopefully pick up with a team trip next year. I had thoughts that I really wanted to this year, and I wanted to do something simple with like going to the farm and just hanging out and just, I mean, life. I have a million excuses, but there are no excuses. I just didn't get anything done, to be quite honest, and was so freaking up in the air in my own head that nothing just ever happened with that. So hopefully we'll be able to pick that up next year. I get the feeling that Diesel Nation is going to do another leadership type retreat like the one in Florida that they did. They just haven't announced it yet, but Christina did say on the team call that they're working on something big. So I know there will be qualifications for that. It was amazing last year. So I would definitely, try to make it a goal to get there. It was really cool just to hang out in that type of a low-key environment with everybody from the bigger team, and the trainings were great. I mean, it was a lot of fun. And I rediscovered this today, which they've been there forever, but I rediscovered it. I went in the online office, I just want to tell y'all this, to print out the business activity tracker. Hang on, let me see if, okay. Well, heck, I can't go back. I'm going to show you guys these once I stop sharing my screen. So I'll come right back to that. But trackers in the online office are awesome. We'll talk about them in a second. This is the calendar for Diesel Nation for 2020, and for January. January's posted in Delta Fire right now, but I also wanted to show y'all February because they've got like Team Cup registration. We need to do that like now. Their Emerald Decide to Rise calls, which are really, really, really good for any new coaches you have coming on board. They happen once a month. Plug them in. Some of them are twice a month. Actually, yeah, I think it's every other week. Plug them into those calls because the leaders that do them are awesome, and it shows them just how easy getting to Emerald really quickly is, and like that has to be your first business decision pretty much. You can see schedules for their coach sneak peek webinars, and stuff like that. So there's even, of course, next week is the Diesel Nation free fitness expo. I just posted the link for the group in our Delta Fire page right before the call started. And then next month at the end of February, they're doing a Diesel Nation team-wide flash sale. So that will be a really, really important thing to be a part of. So I just wanted to kind of share that stuff with you. Lorelai, did you have a question? I think I'm trying to unmute you. And oops. Okay.
Yeah. So the free group that starts, is that kind of like what we did last year? I can't remember when we did it, but it was almost like that free trial for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. It's, yeah, real similar, but it's not even a trial because we're using the sample workouts. So they don't even have to set up like the free trial account and then worry about either converting it to a challenge group or canceling. Like they don't have to set up anything at all at the beginning. It's gonna be 5 days, Monday through Friday. And they're using the sample workouts for like bar and, lift forward and transform 20 and fix real time and, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's fitness only essentially. Christina does have a 5-day meal plan posted in there for people to use.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, but it's really gonna be fitness focused. It's gonna be a lot of energy and excitement and motivation and that kind of thing. And then you're gonna check in one-on-one with any of your people that you have in the group. Oh my gosh, of course now my computer is freaking dying. And she's really gonna talk about like what is a challenge pack, the value of the challenge pack, what is your challenge group, like stuff like that they need to know. So yeah.
So invite them to that Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I mean, and Christina really wants us to be sure you're having the conversations with the people, that they want in, that they're going to be getting a link to the group. And the best way to go about that is actually copy the URL and have them click to join it versus just adding them and it goes in their Facebook notifications and they never see it and they never find the group. So, and that's what I do for pretty much all groups, even like, you know, my virtual gym group. I send them the link so that they physically click it to join it and they know what it's going to be, you know?
Okay.
So yeah. Let me check the chat. All right. Night, Hannah. Hannah's out. Yep. So that is that. And then, okay. Touchy-feely stuff. Yeah. I'll talk about that in a minute. I'm going to stop share so I can see you guys again. Okay. Y'all talk for just a second. And then I'm going to show you my trackers. But now I have to run and get my freaking computer cable. So this is like the most disastrous first team call of the year ever. Everything has gone wrong technology-wise. But I got to run upstairs.
You just have to fight for it.
I know, right? Y'all chat. I'm going to run and grab my computer cable so my computer doesn't shut down on me. I'll be right back.
Suzanne, what are you making for dinner?
Portobello mushroom spaghetti.
Yummy. Can I come over?
Sure. It's probably only like 1,500 miles.
Yeah.
What time is it? Holly, aren't you exhausted? And pretty much all of y'all, what are y'all on? Central? All of you?
It's 10:32.
Yeah. Well, it's 8:32 for me, and I still haven't actually made dinner yet. So, but it's okay.
Yeah. All right. There's no criteria here. There's no judgment.
That's the truth.
Okay. I'm back. Sorry. Okay, so I wanted to show you these real quick. Just as a reminder too, in the online office, they have these amazing trackers and we keep like recreating our own spreadsheets for everything and they've got it done for us if we just use them. So wanted to show y'all, this is the business activity tracker, the new one, and it's really good. It comes with a second blank page right after it to write your people on. So print these off. I'm gonna really try really hard to actually do this every week. That's what I logged into the online office to print off. And then I saw this other stuff that was really cool. One is a leader roadmap where you can kind of write where you are in your business right now, what your goals are, and kind of track things throughout. Like it's got a column for every month, which is really cool. And then you can also put your key leaders down here and things that you want to help them track as well, if you want to. So I thought that was a pretty cool one. This one I think is great because I have made my own spreadsheets for this. I couldn't even tell you how many times. This is the coach follow-up tracker. It makes it so darn easy. If we would just print it off and write on the darn thing, or use a PDF if you're a computer person, whatever. It talks about, you know, their order ship, their walking through, let's see, starting their why list and like doing their quick start within the first 48 hours. Into the first week, they've got 2 people interested in a challenge group. Into the second week, like it's got activities for each week for their first couple of months. It's just a really good way to track that, where your new coaches are. And then there's also a customer follow-up tracker, which again makes it so darn easy. It's perfect. It's like, why don't we just use this stuff that they make for us, right? But this has got, you put their order date, check mark when their order shipped, you send them a message with shake recipes and directions, you know, check mark when their order arrives, when, you know, you're checking in the first week to make sure they like their shakes and stuff like that, checking in at the end of the second week and what to send them. And again, it goes through like every week for the first month or so, and then prompts to make sure they're, you know, if they're mentioning it to any friends and friends are talking about it, or if they want to switch flavors and hey, they sign up to a coach, you know, whatever. But it's got some good prompts to kind of remind us, you know, what to be talking to people about. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that because I think that's very handy and useful, and quit making all of our own spreadsheets and just use the stuff that corporate makes for us. So, oh, Christine had to hop off too. Bye, Christine. But yeah, so anyway, that's the main stuff that I wanted to talk about. The other thing that I was going to say, you saw the slide on like touchy-feely stuff, and I don't know how much you guys know about like my mindset last year, but it sucked overall, really bad for a lot of reasons. And I found myself, and I just wanted to tell you guys this because I don't think any of y'all really know this. I found myself thinking, okay, well, you know, what else am I going to do? Like my income went down this year, which was the first time my income's gone down since I started coaching. But I wasn't working. I wasn't putting in the work that I needed to do. So, I mean, it makes no sense. I'm not blaming anything at all. It's just that I didn't do what I needed to do. But all at the same time, it made me like get in my head and be like, okay, well, this isn't working. Like, what am I going to do now? You know, am I going to go find a job? No, I'm not going to go find a job because I don't want to be out of the house. You know, I don't want to not have the freedom that I have with this. And then it got me to thinking, well, you know, so-and-so's doing this company. Well, so-and-so's doing this company. Well, maybe I'll look into other stuff like that. And I even looked into a couple things. And I guess the biggest point that I wanted to get across is that every time I come back to, no, I have all that right here at Beachbody. And I know it works because I've done it. I just have to freaking work. Like, that's all it boils down to. And we've just got such a great opportunity here, right here in front of us, that I know a lot of us don't utilize and don't make the most out of it. And again, I know that everybody is at a very different place in their life and their business and what they want out of this, but I just wanted to make sure you guys know, like, my heart is totally back in this because I've thought about so many other things over the past year, and I keep coming back to, like, I've already done all of this with Beachbody. Why would I change? Because I know it freaking works, you know, and it's just such a cool lifestyle to live and to be able to promote and way to be able to help people and way to build, you know, your freedom, again, whatever that is to each individual person, with a company that loves us and listens to us and gives back to us and tries to, you know, help us as coaches be able to build our businesses the best that we can. You know, they are listening, and yeah, it's not one of the easier businesses to be in. You know, you could go sell some coffee. Everybody drinks coffee. You know, you could go sell some wine. Pretty much everybody drinks that too. But it's not going to benefit you the way that this is, you know? And I don't know. I just thought I wanted to get that out there and let you guys know, like, that's part of how bad I struggled last year, and coming through it and shifting my mindset and even reading into other compensation plans and a lot of other stuff. I'm like, I would be so stupid to leave what I've got here. I would be really stupid if I did that, you know, and obviously I'm not going to, but it's just, I don't know, it's just such a cool opportunity. I want everybody to really think about that and realize that and refocus on what it is that you need out of this. What is it that drives you? You know, is it paying off credit card debt? Is it paying for kids' college? Is it whatever it is? For me, a really, really big one is traveling. Like, that drives me. Having things like that to look forward to, that's a huge incentive for me. And, you know, where else do you get to do that? And this company practically pays you to go and travel, you know? So anyway, any thoughts, any other comments? Anything from you guys? I mean, if y'all have mindset shifts or, you know, anything, I just wanted to share that with you guys so y'all know where I was and where I am back to. I'm excited for the year. I think it can be a really, really big year. Suzanne, I know you've had some crazy awesome mindset shifts in the last couple of weeks too. And you posted about it earlier too. But seriously, if anybody wants to say anything, unmute yourself, hop on. We can just what y'all just staring at me. At least you're smiling. Alrighty. Well, do y'all want to take a team picture real quick and we'll wrap this up?
Sure.
Unless we have other comments, questions, anything? No? All good? Okay, cool.
I don't think so.
All right, well, that's all. Let me get this set up. I'll smile for a team picture. Quick team call picture. Okay, ready? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yay. Okay, I'll post it in Delta Fire too. All righty. I'll get recordings done and post them in the group as soon as I can, which y'all don't need because y'all were on the call. But yeah, anything else anybody wants to say? Jump in and say it. All good. All right. Y'all have a good night then.
You
What did
too.
do? I think she hit the wrong button. All righty. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for hopping on. It's good to see everybody. All right. Let's go rock this week and actually use our trackers. Okay. Bye. Yay. Bye.